Hello and welcome to Cal Wayne Health TV, your trusted source for practical health tips, wellness experiments, and natural solutions that work. If you're passionate about improving your health the smart, natural way, then you're in the right place. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss any of our weekly health insights and lifestyle hacks. And of course, don't forget to like and share this video with someone who needs a healthy dose of inspiration today. And remember to check the description box below for helpful product links and more wellness resources. Now let's jump straight into today's exciting video. I drank beetroot juice for 7 days. Here's what happened to my body. The results might just surprise you. Pause. 3S. My mornings have always started with the gentle gurgle of the coffee machine, a promise of warmth and energy. That familiar sound is like a gentle alarm clock for my senses, coaxing me out of sleep and into the day ahead. The anticipation builds as the aroma fills the kitchen, signaling that a new day is about to begin. Coffee isn't just a drink for me, it's a ritual, a warm hug in a mug that says, "You can do this." It's the first thing I reach for, even before checking my phone or opening the curtains. That first sip is a small act of self-care, a moment of comfort before the world gets busy. The rich smell, the steam, the comfort of that first sip, it's pure magic. There's something almost meditative about watching the steam swirl and feeling the warmth seep into my hands. It's a sensory experience that grounds me, even on the most chaotic mornings. I'm a 2 cups a day kind of person, sometimes 3, especially on long days. Each cup feels like a little reward, a way to punctuate the day and keep my momentum going. On especially tough mornings, that second cup feels like a lifeline. Coffee has been my sidekick through early mornings, long shoots and late-night script readings. It's been there for me during creative slumps, tight deadlines, and those moments when inspiration seems just out of reach. In a way, coffee has been my silent partner, always ready to help me push through. But lately, that relationship started to feel one-sided. The comfort I once found in coffee began to fade, replaced by a nagging sense of dependence. I started to question whether I was drinking coffee out of habit or genuine enjoyment. My energy spiked, then crashed. The boost I relied on was short-lived, leaving me feeling more drained than before. It was as if coffee was giving me borrowed energy, only to take it back with interest. I felt jittery, anxious, and more tired than before. My hands would tremble, my mind would race, and instead of feeling focused, I felt scattered. The very thing I turned to for clarity was making me feel foggy and restless. The cycle was exhausting, shaky hands, racing heart, and a constant need for another cup. I found myself chasing that initial burst of energy, only to crash harder each time. It was a roller coaster I couldn't seem to get off. I began to wonder, was coffee actually holding me back? Was it fueling my frazzled, scattered feelings? I started to journal about my experience, hoping to understand what was really going on. The more I reflected, the more I realized I needed a change. I wanted a different kind of energy, something stable, grounded, and real. I craved mornings that felt calm and centered, not rushed and jittery. I imagined waking up refreshed, without needing a cup of coffee to feel alive. It was time to see if there was a healthier way to power my days. I started researching alternatives, reading about natural energy boosters and morning routines that didn't revolve around caffeine. Beetroot juice caught my eye, a vibrant, earthy drink that promised steady energy without the crash. So I decided to break up with coffee, at least for a little while, to see who I was without it. It wasn't an easy decision, but I knew I owed it to myself to try. I wanted to rediscover my natural rhythm, to see if I could thrive without my daily crutch. The journey was about to begin. I was nervous but also excited, ready to find a new way to greet each morning and to see what life could feel like on the other side of my love affair with coffee. Giving up coffee felt like saying goodbye to an old friend, but my body was sending clear signals. The afternoon slump hit hard, and coffee only made the jitters and sleepless nights worse. I missed waking up refreshed. Instead, I was groggy and reaching for caffeine before my feet hit the floor. I was tired of feeling tired. I wanted to break the cycle and find a more natural way to energize myself. I'd heard about alternatives, green juices, matcha, and more, but I wanted something with real science-backed benefits. This wasn't just about quitting coffee, it was about discovering a new, healthier way to fuel my life. I turned it into a personal experiment. What would happen if I gave up coffee for a week? I was ready to find out. Enter beetroot juice, a vibrant, ruby red drink that seemed to be popping up everywhere I looked. Whether it was in health magazines, on social media, or at my local juice bar, beetroot juice was suddenly the star of the wellness world. Athletes and wellness experts swore by its benefits, claiming it could boost performance and recovery. The science behind it was genuinely intriguing, and I couldn't help but wonder if there was something special about this earthy elixir. Beets themselves are nutritional powerhouses packed with natural nitrates. When you drink beetroot juice, your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that plays a crucial role in cardiovascular health. Nitric oxide helps relax and widen your blood vessels, which means better blood flow. This improved circulation delivers more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and brain, supporting everything from physical endurance to mental clarity. More oxygen in your system translates to more energy, better stamina, and even sharper thinking. It's like nature's own energy drink, but without the jitters or crash that come with caffeine. Research studies have shown that beetroot juice can help lower blood pressure, improve exercise performance, and even speed up recovery after intense workouts. It's no wonder so many people are making it part of their daily routine. The idea of getting sustained, natural energy from a simple vegetable was too tempting to ignore. I was genuinely excited to see if this could be a game changer for my mornings. So I decided to set myself a challenge. For the next 7 days, I would swap my usual morning coffee for a glass of beetroot juice. No caffeine, just pure plant-powered energy to start my day. I'll admit, I was a bit nervous about the taste. Beetroot juice is known for its earthy flavor, and I wasn't sure if I'd miss my beloved coffee. But curiosity and the promise of better energy won out. This experiment wasn't about finding a quick fix or miracle cure. It was about supporting my body in a gentle, natural, and effective way, giving myself a chance to feel my best, one glass at a time. I marked my calendar, started a daily journal to track my experience, and officially kicked off my 7-day beetroot juice challenge. Would beetroot juice really live up to all the hype? Could it replace my morning coffee and help me feel more energized and focused? There was only one way to find out. With a mix of anticipation and determination, I took my first sip and began the journey. Day 1 was a shock. My body screamed for coffee, and the headache hit fast. The morning felt endless, every minute stretching out as I tried to shake off the heavy fog in my mind. My hands reached for my usual mug out of habit, only to remember that my ritual was on pause. The craving was intense, almost physical, and I realized just how much I relied on that first cup to jumpstart my day. Juicing beets was messy and unfamiliar, and the taste? Earthy, sweet, and nothing like coffee. The vibrant red liquid stained my fingers and the counter, a stark contrast to the comforting brown of my usual brew. I hesitated before taking my first sip, bracing myself for something completely new. I drank it, but felt unsatisfied and sluggish all morning. My body seemed to protest with every sip, longing for the warmth and bitterness of coffee. The beet juice filled my stomach, but not the void left by my missing routine. The caffeine withdrawal was real, headaches, grumpiness, and a foggy brain. I snapped at small things and found it hard to focus on even the simplest tasks. It felt like my mind was wading through molasses and my patience wore thin. By afternoon, I was tempted to give up, but I stuck with it. I reminded myself why I started this challenge, taking deep breaths and trying to stay positive. Each glass of beet juice became a small act of determination. Day 2 brought a milder headache, and I added apple and ginger to the juice for flavor. The sweetness of the apple and the zing of ginger made the drink more palatable, and I felt a tiny spark of hope that maybe I could get used to this. I still missed my coffee ritual, but something changed that afternoon. I found myself pausing to reflect, realizing how much of my routine was tied to the comfort of coffee, not just the caffeine. The usual 3 p.m. crash never came. Instead of feeling drained and desperate for another cup, I noticed my energy was steady, even if it was lower than usual. I was tired, but it was a steady, manageable tired, not a dramatic slump. My mind was clearer, and I didn't feel the jittery anxiety that sometimes came with too much coffee. No jitters, no anxiety, just a gentle, even energy. It was subtle, but I could feel my body starting to settle into a new rhythm. It was a small glimmer of hope that maybe my body was starting to adjust. I caught myself smiling, surprised by the sense of calm that was slowly replacing the chaos of withdrawal. The struggle was real, but so was the possibility of something better. I started journaling my experience, hoping to track any changes in my mood, energy, and focus. I decided to keep going, curious to see what would happen next. Each day felt like a new experiment, and I was determined to see it through, no matter how challenging it felt. The hardest part was over. I felt a sense of accomplishment just for making it through those first tough days, and that gave me the motivation to continue. Now, it was time to see if things would turn around. I looked ahead on the calendar, wondering what changes the next few days might bring, and felt a cautious optimism. I was ready for day 3, hopeful that each morning would get a little easier, and that maybe, just maybe, I'd discover a new kind of energy I never knew I had. Day 3 was the turning point. No headache and a surprising sense of clarity. The beet juice routine felt easier, and I started to enjoy the earthy sweet flavor. My coffee cravings faded to a whisper. The energy I felt was calm, steady, and lasted all morning. No frantic buzz, no crash. I was focused, present, and even noticed a subtle glow in my skin. By day 4, I woke up genuinely rested and refreshed. Something I hadn't felt in years. My mood was calmer, my energy consistent, and the afternoon slump was gone. I felt productive and clear-headed all day. The difference was remarkable. I realized true energy comes from nourishing your body, not jolting it. I was excited to see how this new fuel would impact my workouts. The experiment was working. I was finally feeling the benefits. Let's talk workouts. Usually I relied on coffee for a pre-gym boost. On day 5 I hit the gym fueled only by beet juice and water. My breathing felt easier and I had more stamina than usual. I pushed harder, lifted heavier, and recovered faster. No jitters, just solid strength. My trainer noticed the difference too. Day 6, I went for a longer run and felt powerful the entire time. No wall, just steady energy. Even muscle soreness was less intense thanks to improved blood flow. The connection between what I put in my body and how it performed was undeniable. Beet juice wasn't just a drink, it was high-performance fuel. I was amazed at what my body could do with the right support. This natural boost was a game-changer. I felt empowered and energized. The results spoke for themselves. On day 7, I woke up feeling like a new person. Vibrant, clear-headed, and steady. My energy was stable all day, no spikes or crashes. Workouts were stronger, recovery was faster, and my mood was calmer. The most shocking result? My blood pressure dropped from 125/85 to 115/75 in just 1 week. The change was real and measurable. I'd started this journey looking for a coffee alternative, but found so much more. Stable energy, better workouts, a calmer mind, and improved heart health. I felt more in tune with my body and empowered in my choices. Breaking free from caffeine dependency was life-changing. Beetroot juice delivered on every promise. The experiment was a resounding success. I'd unlocked a new level of vitality and I wasn't looking back. But let's be real, beet juice isn't all sunshine and glowing skin. The taste is earthy and strong. If you don't like beets, it's a challenge. Juicing is messy, beet juice stains everything, and cleanup takes effort. It's not as convenient as coffee, and it adds time to your morning routine. And then there's bacteria. Yes, your pee and poop can turn pink or red. It's harmless, but definitely surprising the first time. These quirks are part of the experience. For me, the benefits far outweighed the inconveniences. It's not a perfect solution, but it's a powerful one. Embracing the real side of beets made the results even sweeter. So, will beetroot juice stay in my life? Absolutely. I might still enjoy coffee as an occasional treat, but it's no longer my daily crutch. Beet juice is my new morning go-to. This experiment taught me to listen to my body and trust nature's solutions. True energy comes from nourishment, not stimulation. I feel more connected to my health and empowered in my choices. If you're stuck in a caffeine rut, give beet juice a try, even for a few days. See how you feel, and let's share our experiences. Here's to discovering new ways to thrive, one vibrant glass at a time. Cheers to our health.